Arithmetic is being able to count up to 20 without taking off your shoes. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. A mathematician is a blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat which isn't there. Dear Math, I'm sick and tired of finding your ex. Just accept the fact that she's gone. Decimals have a point. 5 out of 4 people have trouble with fractions. Not everything that counts can be counted. Not everything that can be counted counts. In math, you're either right or you're wrong. The definition of a good mathematical problem is the mathematics it generates rather than the problem itself. Why did the 2-4 skip lunch? Because they already ate. What do baby parabolas drink? Quadratic formula. You know what seems odd to me? Numbers that can't be divided by 2. What is a math teacher's favorite vacation destination? Times Square. Math is fun. It teaches you life and death information, like when you're cold, you should go to a corner since it's 90 degrees there. Why did the math teacher go to the beach? To test the water. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. I'll do algebra, I'll do trig, I'll even do statistics. But graphing is where I draw the line. Why did the mathematician spill all of his food in the oven? The directions said, put it in the oven at 180 degrees. Did you hear about the overeducated circle? It has 360 degrees. What's a swimmer's favorite kind of math? Division. What shape is usually waiting for you inside a Starbucks? A line. What do mathematicians do after a snowstorm? Make snow angles. Why do mathematicians hate the U.S. Postal Service? Because it takes them so long to find the right function. Why did the math book look so sad? Because it had too many problems. Parallel lines have so much in common, it's a shame they'll never meet. Math is like a movie, except there is no plot and you're always falling asleep. There are 3 kinds of people in the world, those who are good at math and those who aren't. Math is like a painting, except there are no colors and you're always painting outside the lines. If there is a 50-50 chance something can go wrong, then 9 times out of 10, it will. Math is like a sport, except there is no ball and you're always out of bounds. There is a fine line between a numerator and a denominator, only a fraction will understand. Math is like a puzzle, except there is no picture on the box and you don't have all the pieces. Arithmetic is where numbers fly like pigeons in and out of your head. Math, the only subject that counts. The only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Math is like love, a simple idea, but it can get complicated. Not all math puns are terrible. Just some. Math, it's all fun and games until someone divides by 0. Black holes result from God dividing the universe by 0. Life without geometry is pointless. I stopped understanding math when the alphabet decided to get involved. 4 out of 3 people struggle with math. Mathematics is a game played according to certain simple rules with meaningless marks on paper. Math is the only place where you can buy 60 watermelons and no one questions it. Mathematics, where even your imaginary friends need real numbers. Math is the only subject that counts, but it's also the only subject that makes you count. Why don't we use math puns in algebra class? Because they're too acute for us. Math is like a language, except nobody speaks it fluently. I'm not a mathematician, but I can count on you. Math is like a maze, except there is no exit and you're always lost. Math teachers have too many problems. Math is like a roller coaster, except there is no safety bar and you're always upside down. Saying I'm not a math person is a calculated lie. Math is like a game, except there are no rules and you're always losing. The only time I enjoy math is when I can count my money. Math is like a song, except there is no melody and you're always off key. I'm not irrational, I'm just not even. Math is like a dance, except there is no rhythm and you're always stepping on toes. As long as algebra is taught in school, there will be prayer in school. Math is like a recipe, except there are no measurements and you're always burning the cake. Why did the student do multiplication problems on the floor? The teacher told him not to use tables. Why did the math teacher break up with the biology teacher? There was no chemistry. Why did the math teacher take his class to the beach? Because he wanted them to learn how to use a sine and cosine to get a tan. Why did the math teacher go to the doctor? He had too many problems. Why did the math teacher retire? He had too many problems. Why did the math teacher go to the bank? To find the square root of money. Why did the math teacher go to the dentist? To get a root canal. What do you call a number that just can't stand still? A Roman numeral. Why didn't the quarter roll down the hill with the nickel? Because it had more sense.